Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by thestreamingadvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And what we're looking at in this video is Seeso. This is the new comedy streaming channel from NBC Universal. Roku users can get a free month of Seeso right now. At least you could as of National Streaming Day last Friday. Now, as you open up the app, you see you've got this screen here. It's not going to allow us to see the content because because of the way that we're using the recording. I'm just going to show you sort of what the look of the app is. You see that it's broken up down here in a nice organized way, a little different than traditional Roku channels usually look, and that's nice. It's a very colorful app, but let's jump into, for instance, the series. Okay, so you see that there are a number of very recognizable titles available through Seeso. This is just the featured ones at the top. This isn't every single thing they've got. If you look, they have a lot of both older series, they have a lot of original stuff, and they have things that are just like out currently. It's a big selection considering that this is a $3.99 a month service. And something that I like about it is if you look at that, you see the kids in the hall. This has a lot of older sketch comedy stuff. So this is really a big deal for people who really like sketch comedy. Not only does it have Saturday Night Live, it has the kids in the hall, and it also has Monty Python's Flying Circus, the British series. Something that this really reminds me of is the kind of progression that you have seen in the cable industry, where a new channel comes out and it usually starts off with a lot of archived things. If you remember when the Sci-Fi Channel started, it was, they said it had classic sci-fi, but really it just meant really old 1950s sci-fi shows. This is starting off with obviously a bunch of different series. It was heavily touted that it was going to have the full catalog of Saturday Night Live. I'm just going to show you that real quick. Loading, there we go. So you got season 1, and it's going to go all the way through. Let's see where it ends. Show sure has been around a long time. All the way up to season 41. So this has all the way up to the current season of Saturday Night Live. But I do have to note something, because I'm a big SNL fan. The episodes are chopped up a little bit, and I don't think it's a positive thing. One of the big problems I've noticed is that, in general, they just remove some sketches. And initially they mentioned that it was not going to feature the musical segments, which, make an hour-and-a-half show a little less. But what it's done, though, is not only do they not have the musical selections, but they straight out remove certain sketches. And I don't know why. Excuse me. In general, I was watching it, and because I've been such a Saturday Night Live nerd over the years, I've noticed that certain sketches that I liked just weren't on it. Often it's the sort of non sequitur sort of sketches. Like if you look at an older show, they might have an entire lineup of all of the name characters, but maybe they leave out something strange that was part of the show in the first place. Now you see that you have a full menu that allows you to personalize what you're working with. Anything that's got this much content, it's nice to have a playlist and favorites, things like that. The watch history can be helpful because it gives you an idea of, what sorts of things you've been interested in. Obviously, I've been hitting up Saturday Night Live. Also, as you see, there's a whole lot of other things. This being a comedy channel, it's not a particularly big surprise that they have a lot of stand-up specials. I don't know how many people remember when the Comedy Channel, or now Comedy Central, had short attention span theater. But this is an old standby for any comedy offering, is to have things like that. Look at this, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So you see, this has a whole collection of the Monty Python movies, which is really cool. Not a whole lot else. To have it filmed, it might as well just be called, the Monty Python section, except for we do have Uncle Buck. So we'll see what this is for all films here. Yeah. So obviously the films category really needs to grow. But you can see where it's going, or at least I think you can. It looks like there's going to be a lot to see here as NBC Universal looks to expand what they're doing. So in general, Seeso is certainly worth taking a good look at, especially if you can get it for a month for free. If you really love comedy and you don't have cable, you don't have Comedy Central available, this can be a good way to enjoy, a whole form of entertainment in a premium way without having to pay a premium price. I expect that we're going to see a growth in Seeso's original programming. Right now it's scant. It's not completely absent. But when you've got something brand new, you're not going to have it loaded up with tons of things. This says see all. It's no more than we started with. I found the performance on the app a little slow. That can be due to everything from my internet speed to, the fact that this is a Roku stick and not, say, the Roku 4. But the Roku stick's a pretty powerful little device. It's a quad core, so the performance is not really lagged on many apps. But you see, again, David Ethan Lovemakers. We'll see if one of 7, when we say see all, if there's more than 7. Nope. So right now, their original content, it's a little scant. A lot of it is short form. Really does take a long time to get back and forth to these loading screens, doesn't it? I have to back out of it completely. Let's see. But in general, I think that this is going to have a lot of potential. So that is the Seeso channel. Right now, it's only available on a couple of platforms, Roku being one of them. I don't believe it's available via Amazon right now. It's actually part of that partner program that they use. And I believe you can also get to it via its website, but it isn't across the board. I don't believe it's on Android TV yet. I don't believe it's on Apple TV yet. But keep an eye out for this one. I think it is totally worth especially checking out, and it might become one of your favorite streaming options. For the Streaming Advisor, I'm Ryan Downey. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will subscribe and share the news with others. As always, stream on, my friends.